Hello there, welcome to Genesis Models. My name is Warlord, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at Warlord Games bolt action Commandos set. You get 25 hard plastic 28mm multi-pose miniatures. Now this is quite a cool box set to get. Commandos are really cool in bolt action game. They are they do have some nice extra abilities that you don't really pay for in points, so they are cool in that sense. So let's just open this up and check it out. Now it costs around about the £20–25 mark depending upon where you go. First off, let's have a quick look at our decals here. These decals, we just bring you in, they are overcool. I have used Warlord Games decals. They can be a little bit stubborn, so I would recommend not to use micro sol and set, but to use, if you don't already know, we have the Mr. Mark softener. This is a bit more of a stronger solution to sort of handle these decals, but you've got all sorts of arm badges and patches and corporals, lance corporals, sergeants. Really cool to sort of set those minis off rather nicely. We have our instructions here. Now this is like a multi-pose types sprue. So what you'll find is, if we look on here, you'll need to sort of, the main problem you're going to have building these is going to be sort of with the arms, because you're going to have to go off and sort of, you know, find out, for instance, like number 19 just here, it's rifle at the ready arms. So then you find 19 on here and you know, kind of cut that off the sprue, and then you sort of need to maybe do a bit of test fitting before you glue, and you should be all right. I mean, it really is just about sort of concentrating a bit, test fitting, and then gluing, and you should be fine. Next up we have the sprues. Right, we'll have a look at the weapon sprue, which I do like the weapon sprue. It is the same sprue that you get in the British infantry box as well, so that's quite cool. It's quite cool in the sense that if you brought the British infantry and you get the commandos, I mean, personally, you know, your British infantry use a lot of rifles. With the commandos, they seem to use a lot of Sten guns and stuff, so you can sort of maybe pinch a few things from your British infantry. But looking at the sprue, I mean, we've got rifles here, we've got sniper rifles, a little bit of flash around the sniper rifle, but that is not too bad. We've got all sorts of little other things like pickaxes, and we've got the 2-inch mortar as well, some extra bits of webbing, grenades, binoculars. We've got pistols and pistol holsters. We've got our Bren gun as well, and some Tommy guns, rifles with bayonets on them, and we've also got a pat on there as well, so really cool. And you get 3 of those sprues, so a lot of nice weapons in there for that. Then we move on to the main sprue. If we take a look at the main sprue here, we've got our bases, we've got lots of nice bits of arms, which have all these different poses. You need to sort of like link them all up and everything, but we can see fingers and thumbs on there, creases in clothes, you know, they've got well detailed in there as well. We've got all our faces, which we can bring you in on these faces, and we've got all sorts of poses, angry faces, moustaches, hair, and bald hair, and you know, people who look a little bit older and a bit more sort of officer-like type, which is rather cool. And you know, you can clearly see eyes, noses, mouths, you know, nice lot of detail in there. We've got a couple of different types of helmets on here, with webbing, without, and bare, and then we have the main poses themselves. Hopefully you can see, you know, lots of bags of detail in there. I mean, flash is very minimal, but it's still there. You've got to tidy up a little bit, but that goes without saying for all kits really. We've got all sorts of lovely webbing, belts, buckles, boots, you know, everything is showing rather nicely. And you've got that nice multi-pose where, you know, you can have your hands and arms in whatever position you want, heads facing whichever way you want. You do get like 4 infantry standing up. You get one that is in, let's get you on camera, that is in a kneeling down position as well. More arms, and then we've got bits of webbing and gas mask pouches and stuff. And then this is where I think I'll just quickly show you. We've got the British, if I've got one that's full. Got a British one here, and just to sort of show you the kind of cool advantage with this Commandos there, hopefully what you're seeing is they are basically an identical sprues, apart from the top just here. Everything from this line down is basically an exact copy. What we have different with the paras is this part here. We've got some more different arms. We've got a different sort of backpack here compared to the British, where the British have this type of backpack, hopefully, as you can see just there. And then the Commandos have this little bit extra running down here, where we've got knives and berets, and knives again, and a hand with a knife and everything. So you get that little bit extra with the Commandos. So really, I mean, you know, this is really good sort of molding. So all in all, you know, looking like a great mold. You can build about 25 figures with these kits, so it's, you know, it's a pretty good price for like 25 infantry. I do like this Commando one because in some ways you could get away with actually buying the Commando one, and you can do all sorts of little extras, like for instance, because it's so similar to the British Sprue, you could make normal British infantry with the Commandos set for basically the same price. Not only that, it's like the berets, you don't have to do Commandos. I mean, you could do normal British infantry, but paint those berets like a black colour or whatever colour regiment you want to do them of. So you can do all sorts with the Commandos. You know, you can do a lot more sort of things than you can with, say, the normal British infantry. But all in all, it is definitely a well recommended product. I really like it. You know, the flash is minimal, there's no ejector pin marks in any nasty places, no real sink marks. You get a lot of plastic for your money. The decals are good. The instructions, you know, they're good. But you do need to sort of concentrate a bit, as I say, and just test fit those arms, and they do build into some really cool miniatures. So hopefully you've enjoyed this inbox review here at Genesis Models. So until next time, my name is Bobby Waldron, and I hope you've enjoyed.